Hey everybody, welcome back. Here's a new project idea somebody suggested when I was making my tailstock die holder. I originally was going to put 3 holes to hold the dies in equidistant holes, and I was just going to guesstimate it, but somebody had a good suggestion about using a degree wheel. And I thought that's actually a really good suggestion, because I don't have a way to indicate degrees and things like that as I'm trying to work with a workpiece that's round, and I want holes in different operations 180 degrees from each other, or 360 degrees, all the way around. We got, who knows, I might want to have 60, 60, and 60. Anyway, so I went ahead and bought a degree wheel, and the person that posted said you can mount it up using some nylon or some rod and mount it to the back of your spindle bore. And I think what I'm going to do is make a plug of sorts that will go into the spindle bore on the back side, a threaded rod or just some sort of rod that I can mount this to that, and I could just stick it in the tailstock or in the headstock, but on the far left side as I have a through hole there. And if I can get that in there, I can then fashion some sort of a pointer or something on the back of my cover so that I can at least have a starting point. So I can say, let's say I have a pointer and I need to go with 3 different holes. I would want to go 0. I could then rotate the stock to where I'm at the 60. So, and then rotate it again until I'm at this 60 degree, wherever my pointer is, and then rotate it again, I should be at 0. And then what I can do is make marks and have equal distant parts and holes and whatnot on my round stock. So not having a trick chuck that you can mount something in that will equally space out something. I think this is a really good cheap alternative to being able to do that. So that's a project I'm going to work on someday. And then I just got a little Machinist square. This is going to come in handy as I get a mill, but there's also some projects I've been working on where this would have been handy. But just wanted to share that with you. We'll get that in some future upcoming video, but I think it'll be a pretty handy one. All right, welcome back. Today I picked up, well, this is just an old kind of a heavy duty, I believe it's 20 amp circuit surge protector. It is 20 amp, and it was used in an industrial application, kinda. Anyway, I want to use this potentially for maybe when I get a mini mill. I'm going to need to kind of expand where I can plug things in. This could come in handy. So for now, I'm going to put an end on this. This is no-brainer stuff. All you got to do is go to the hardware store, pick up one of these ends. They make different styles, and connect up your wires. So first thing we're going to do is kind of trim these things off. We're going to take a look at what we bought here. These are pretty straightforward. There we go. Let's take these 3 screws out. One more. All right, so that's good. These 2 will clamp the wire down, and this one will hold in the plug-in. All right. So really, that's the trick on these. Really, is to keep this as shallow as you can, and somehow get this all jammed in there together and plugged in where you need it to be. So these are clearly too long. Let's go ahead and chop these down a little bit before we get started. maybe. See if that's enough. Probably too much. Let's go ahead and strip these. These aren't my best wire strippers. I can't find my other ones. Alright, let's give this a shot. So here we go. We've got plug this in. Well, didn't trip anything. So let's grab something to plug in here. Plug it in. And let's see if this works. It does. Alright, so now we have another nice 20 amp circuit breaker power strip that I can use for different projects and different machinery. Anyway, that's it. It's just a silly project. I'll just skip through that pretty quickly, but I thought I'd share. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. So let's get these cleaned up. Just a lot of surface rust. Use this Emery Scotch-Brite to hopefully clean that off. A little bit. I got a better idea. I got these cleaned up, and now we're going to try this BoShield. I decided to use the lathe to clean it up. A lot easier than doing it by hand. And why not? Because I got it. So, again, it doesn't take very much of this stuff. And I thought, you know what? Why I bought this is because Blondie recommended it. Again, I don't know if she's sponsored with them or not. It doesn't matter. She said she's never had anything corrode that or rust, so she put it on. So I thought I'm going to give it a shot because I've got this humid climate, and I want to make sure, you know, things like this just rust. And the CRC corrosion stuff, that doesn't work. It's lighter than WD-40. It might last a few days, but long term, that's not the right stuff. And maybe it's not intended for that, but regardless, we're going to use this, rub it around, and let this stuff flash up. Like I said, doesn't take much. I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. And that is it. I mean, nothing to it. I'm going to set this aside for a week, or a day at least, because I'll probably be back out here tomorrow doing some more lathe work. Mostly it's going to be the assembly of this. The lathe work would be the cleanup. But at any rate, let's see what that does. Hopefully that keeps the rust off. Hey everybody, welcome back. I wanted to do a final summary of the T9 BoShield anti-rust or corrosion prevention product that I've been using. I'm not going to do any more reviews on this stuff. I don't have any affiliation with them. It's just something that I was using that Blondie recommended, and I just thought I'll give it a shot. So it's been 2 weeks since I applied it to the components on the lathe, and I thought I'd go ahead and finish out this little sequence of videos related to that product just to show you a 2-week summary of how it's holding up. It's been very hot and humid here, and it seems to be holding up well. So let's get you over here to take a look. Here's where I put it on the lock lever handle. There's the nut. As you can see, there's no rust. Seems to be holding up. Get you back. There's no rust there. There's none on there. It seems to, what it does is seems to kind of add it's not waxy at all, but kind of adds a coating that flashes off and just keeps the moisture off of it. In addition to that, I put it on this. This is steel, this pipe, and it's holding up. There's no rust on that either. So overall, the product seems to work. I can't say I wouldn't recommend it, and a little goes a long way. So it's not cheap. It's not a cheap product, but it does last a long time. Here's the test piece that we put it on a month ago, and you can still see it's not rusting either. Here's the side where it's untreated. It's got rust, and this is the side that I put it on. And I didn't polish it or anything, but it's not rusting. We'll just keep this up here. I don't need that part for anything. We'll just keep seeing how long that holds out. But at any rate, I wanted to follow up, close this video out properly. I'm not going to do any more reviews on that product, but that seems to hold up. So if you're looking for something for your steel components that'll be outside in the workshop, you might give that stuff a shot. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one.